Good morning, everybody. This is Chanchai, and we're going to be joining the Akai Leagues right now. So this is May 9th, 2026. Akai Leagues North America should be, let me see, I think it's this one. I could be wrong. Passcode today will be 0509 because it's May 9th. And here we are, and I'm going to join Akai on chat now. Hey Akai, how are you doing this morning?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing good. It's good to be back at the Akai Leagues. How's everything been going here?
Just got the room started up 5 matches before we start the North America room.
Yeah, fantastic.
So yeah, plenty of time to be able to get into the room. And of course, we got the dual room for those who's having trouble getting into it to test.
Alright, nice. Have I seen CAT scan before? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he has been playing in the leagues for at least five sessions now.
Okay, awesome.
So once I see him here and there.
Then there's Solace Invicti. Alright.
Wow,
Or is that Solari? Is that like Solari with an alternative name? Maybe not.
I think it's someone new.
Yeah, I assume it's someone new. But let's see. Always good to see Shogi Dad here. Wonderful to see Genesis Frenzy. I've been having a blast playing Pi in recent weeks just for fun. He's been a lot of fun, so. Let's see. I still don't have 3PK2 down yet, like as like a natural thing. And even though it's a simple thing, my brain doesn't want to do like 3 or 9 after after like 6P plus K. So I'm still getting used to that stance. Like my brain just doesn't want to hit diagonals for a stance change. I'll get there. but it's a lot of fun.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Thanks for letting me know, Joy Killer. There's plenty of time. Got 6 people in Europe right now, so that's 5 match countdown still at, yeah. Alright, Emerald back in here.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh gosh, are we like, is it 1 or 2 weeks away from Combo Breakers? Like 1 week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay, we're 2 weeks away from
It's 2
Combo
weeks, like
Breaker.
the 24th is when it is.
Okay, it's gonna be very exciting.
Alright, so just in case anyone's watching the stream or that's new and not familiar with how these league sessions are, let's go back to here a second. Alright, we do these sessions on Saturdays and Sundays, both for Europe and North America. Hey Shisha. We run 3 leagues per session. Try to join only during the intermissions in between each league. There's an issue where people joining the room will cause ongoing matches to have a slight frame drop per second drop or something. At worst, it could actually cause the match to disconnect. So just try join during the intermissions. Right now, this is the time for you to join either the North America or Europe room. Information is on the screen. If it's a small room, 4 players, it's 10 minutes. If it's a full room, 16, it's about an hour. Around right now, it's about 30 minutes for each league, approximately. Try to finish a league. Per league, just stick to 1 character. Play within the distant region with a wire connection. We recommend delay setting of at least 3. If you can't live at the end of your continent, delay setting 4 might be better. Again, the rooms is the entire continent, so the connection might be slightly off. You know, not the best everywhere. Alright, 3 more matches before we get North America, Europe. 6 players. Treat all the players with each other as respect for the most part, right? And let's see, anything else here? Oh, and if you're using a secondary account or something, just let me know. I do keep track of everyone's record and stuff, so help me by letting me know what's other due dates. Let's see. Matches before they both. Alright, Right, and of course, if anyone's having trouble getting into either room, try the dual room. It does not choke. Apparently, some people has worked in which basically if they join the another room as a spectator and just wait for 30 seconds or so, then try rejoining the room that you want to actually go into. It works. For some people, it does not. We're not entirely sure if it's actually is work or not, or it's just our superstition that it's actually working or not. So we'll do this for a while until we have better data.
Right.
So that's that.
It's a place to recalibrate your connection in peace without violence to others. That's right.
Alright. That happening, let me go, guys. So how's your week going? Are you celebrating Mother's Day tomorrow, or did you do a celebration by any chance?
I mean, yeah, basically we'll be celebrating it. It'll be just my immediate family, because my parents went down to California. They'll be celebrating Mother's Day with my sister this year.
Okay.
So yeah. That said, we don't really do much. My wife isn't really a big celebration person, so it'll probably just be a simple brunch or something nice, you know. But she also knows that if we went to brunch, it'd be like packed wherever we go. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I would say for a lot of restaurants or family restaurants to have dining, Mother's Day is often like one of the biggest days. For Thai restaurants, it's pretty much the biggest day of the year. So if you go out to Thai food, usually Mother's Day is the biggest day of the year in the U.S. So.
Got two people disconnect. Maybe we're trying to recalibrate their connections. Hopefully this. We'll wait until information's given.
But yeah, also as usual, this was another week where I enjoyed like 3 locals in a week. You know, so we had our Mondays at a tap room. We had our Thursdays at a card store that we do with the DJ. Actually, one of the players is a DJ, so he brings his set and he's DJing music while everyone's playing, and sometimes he plays. And then we had our virtual Fridays at Portland Axe Throwing, and
Yeah, you've been going there more frequently every Friday now, right?
well, yeah, I mean it's actually I've been going to like the Mondays the most frequently, but this Fridays is new, and I did decide to post more about it, and that is an important thing. If you go do your locals, it's really helpful to post something to let people know that those things are happening. If you're the type that doesn't want to put your photo out, that's okay, I understand, but you can at least take a photo of a sign, take a picture of like the games being played. But I do recommend people just kind of it's one of those interesting things with social media now or always is sometimes it's helpful to post the more wholesome things, like your activities, things that you're doing, and it's not just whatever the Twitter drama is, but it's you know, of course posting tech is always good, but even just simply posting that you're going to locals. I've been going to locals pretty much every week for like 3 years now. It's only recently that I started going, oh, I should post about it again. But I do highly recommend you post about going to your locals again, because that's how people know it happens, and it adds to the conversation. And then it gets back to people saying they want to be active in making their locals happen, and that's what you're hoping for, is that other people get inspired to do the same. They don't have to, but the community is a nicer place when there's a bit more locals happening all around the country or all around the world. So locals are session. Yeah, I know you're saying that as a joke, but yes, to clarify for those that don't know what locals are offline sessions where you just go play VF or enjoy other stuff with other people that might also have an interest in VF. We have new people that like we have someone who plays VF, but they play it more like solo and more like chill, like most people actually play it that way. And they decide to come to locals, and they're somebody who doesn't normally come out to stuff. So, you know, they might be a little more introverted than normal, but they're having a great time. And then last night we had a blast talking about Stranger Than Heaven, talking with their friend about co-op games. We did play Dead or Alive 6 last night a bit. We played Dead or Alive 5 last round, and we set that to tag battle. That was a lot of fun. We did do tons of VF, and in the background we were listening to Coachella's DJ sets, which were pretty fun. So so it's just fun to do stuff together. I mean, again, Thursday night we have DJ sets going off in the background, so where some people are enjoying the music. That session on Thursdays is mostly actually Guilty Gear Under Night In-Birth crowd, but they've always been very nice about letting us do VF there, and there's a person there that loves playing Dead or Alive, so we've been getting a bit more Dead or Alive happening as well. But yeah, locals are great, and once you break the ice with the people in your scene, it's pretty comfortable, it's pretty nice. Yeah, but people can make locals happen. It helps to have a good personality, but there's different roles different people in the scene can happen. There are people that are very shy and quiet, but they have a powerful role at locals just by being there.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second, Chan here. Your room is going to delay just a second or so to make sure Box Pacer can stay in the room. Box Pacer, once you say that it seems good, we'll start the league. Alright, sorry, Chan. Also, North America, we're going to start the league after this match between Steve and Chance's Frenzy.
Yeah, awesome. And look, speaking of locals, I saw Genesis Frenzy, Guibert, and Just Monica having really good battles. I think yesterday at their locals.
Last week they're hosting their monthly tournament too now. They did that yesterday.
Yeah. Actually, for theirs, it might have been Thursday. So I think Thursday they've been having locals. So it was really fun watching them, fight it out at their locals. And Guibert's been supporting a lot of locals. I would say in Northern California, there's actually a lot of locals there, and so it's just a matter of going and letting people know that you're going. And because because Guibert lets us all know he's going, that's what happens. All right, good luck, have fun, everyone.
All right, we're gonna start the North American League now. Trio Wodo and Global Thursday.
So yeah, we've been having a great time. And Northern California has a lot of locals. Colorado has locals. Texas wants more locals because they have the players. It's just they're trying to find the common time for everyone. But Houston area definitely can have locals. It's just it might not get everyone all the time, but hopefully they'll sort that out because they have the players for sure. A lot of scenes actually do have the players. And there's a lot of lurkers online. It's important to understand locals actually helps you realize there's a lot of people that just lurked and are having fun. Good. Very good. Alright. That was a really exciting first round. Keep this up. Loose Loop's playing really, really good. Very good. Way to reset the stage position. We're attacking their decision to defend. We put them in a position where they really want to defend, and when you do that, you really get to challenge their throw escape game. Very good. Excellent way to change the position of the stage. Always watch out for rising attack hitting. And then we have a knowledge check there. So the knowledge check is that this peekaboo, even though if I do a quick release it is a high, it's actually plus on block. It's one of the few plus on block moves Leon has. So it's just a little plus. So like an elbow's gonna win. So you always got to be careful. Like if you block this peekaboo, the one where he really hunches down, really goes low profile. If you block it, he's plus. So it takes a bit to get, because it's a move that people don't often see or don't often encounter. It takes a while to get used to that. Now that said, it's a charge attack. Any charge attack, if you're able to evade, evasion is really strong against charge attacks. Now the trick is you got to evade and you got to not attack until it whiffs, until the hit frames have passed. Once the hit frames have passed, you're welcome to attack. Oh no, what's going on, Rare Entity? Here we go, this sucks. All right, here we go. It's calibrated now, let's do this. Oh my god. Oh, that would have been cool if I got that. The good thing is I know how to fight in connections or when things like this happen, but it's hard because you can't confirm as much stuff too. And the guessing points are going to be really critical. So the Nitaku becomes very strong when it's like this. I suspect they're playing on the laptop that's croaking right now, because that's usually what's happening when it's like this. And right now we don't have an opening yet. Okay. Kind of do this. All right. Are we ready? Yeah. The connection seems fine. It's really like their computer. It's honestly, in my experience, this is usually the person's the PC they're playing on. Again, PC doesn't guarantee the game's going to be flying. That was really cool. All right, here we go. But watch, like this next round, it might have a rough start as well. So we'll see what happens. That was beautiful. I like that. Very good. Good game, Rare Entity. It's unfortunate that it started so roughly, but I had a lot of fun, and I do like fighting against Rare Entity. And it's a good battle. I do like the options he did do, and he adapted to those conditions better than I did. But that said, it was a lot of fun, and it was good once we were going. So, good game as always, Rare Entity. Keep it up. But my experience, it's usually the machine. Like when it's like doing that and it's that inconsistent, I think it's usually like that machine figuring out its resources, its memory allocation or something. And usually from when I've talked to players and it's happened, a lot of the time it's been a laptop. Like they've been playing on a laptop. So that is an interesting part of the narrative, because a lot of people, there's a time when everybody felt the laptop was like kind of the solution for consistent gaming, but I've seen both laptops as well as desktops really croak on this game too, even at tournaments. But it's definitely usually like the machine overheating or having like lots of factors into it. When it comes to connection, I think usually you can see it, and usually that ping indicator will give you an idea on that thing. So yeah, so the amount of it's interesting, right? Now Chrome is a factor. Actually, web browser is a huge factor. Like that one should not be understated. One of the things that Chrome did that stood out as a web browser, and I'm not a coder, and I'm not IT, but it's what from hearing from other people that do those as professionals, is that Chrome uses a lot of memory, and most people have like a billion, including me, have like a billion tabs running in their browser. And then of course now like Edge doesn't even do it better than that. Like a lot of people that are using Edge, for example, Microsoft Edge, are also having a billion tabs running in their browser, and that doesn't help, right? Even if you use Safari, same deal. You have a bunch of tabs open. You're hogging a lot of resources on your machine, and then there's not as much to spare for it. So that can be a factor. Now that should not be a factor at tournaments, right? And so I don't see that being a factor at tournaments, except for how many things actually run off of a web browser nowadays. A lot of stuff are actually web apps now, and that itself is also interesting. So we'll see what happens. That was an interesting pause by Akai, but yeah. So yeah, if you're looking at process management, I don't know, but again, you know, the elephant in the room also when it comes to world stage is that with crossplay, along with the crossplay we have on the PC side, we have easy anti-cheat, right? Which may or may not be mandated by platform holders, whether it's Steam, Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation. But because easy anti-cheat's that thing we see when we start this game up on Steam, then it definitely makes us think about it when we run into issues, especially issues that seemed like they were happening more after World Stage. That said, there's also the possibility it could have been me, could have been my machine, but I don't think it. I didn't see signs to show that it was my machine that was slowing down, right? I think my mouse cursor was fine. Everything else is fine, and I'm not trying to shift blame on Rare Entity. It's just like, oh man, hopefully before League starts we get things running cleanly, But it sucks when it's. But people have seen when I believe it's my fault. I definitely. Try to, like I usually will apologize about it and try to see what can be done. It's kind of tough. Alright, very nice watching Volcano Shed versus Solace Invicti. I haven't watched Volcano Shed fight in a while, so especially their Kage. So it's interesting they're using a lot of the spaced out approach. It's actually very similar to how I play. So it's really cool. That said, Kage can be really scary because he can approach as well. Like he's got approach tools that are fast enough. They fully commit, but they're pretty fast. All right, let's see. We're fighting Agent of Oblivion. Hell yeah! All right, Oblivion. Here we go. Let's do this. Now, if my machine is croaking, I'll at least get to see it. If that's what's happening. I did do a fresh power boot before doing this morning, but we'll see. Alright, good. I love this costume, by the way. Alright, we start with the fuzzy guard. Very nice gut punch. We'll call that the Stranger Than Heaven throw because it looks like a Yakuza type of throw. It's like my backdash game in action here. I always like to throw after sidestepping something like that by Akira. It doesn't mean that's always the answer. That is also why some Akira players will try to mash standing palm. Very good. I like the half circular. It's my signature wake up uppercut. Good. Good. Hard thing about dashing elbow buffering, right? Sometimes you don't know if you're delaying it. Here I tested to see if it was delayed there. It's hard to react to that situation. That situation is normal. That's also why I do it. That turns it into a tempo mix-up right away. But I was like, I think this next thing when I disrupt them, they're gonna whatever they do will be delayed. So that's why I went for uppercut right away. Abari is very strong in VF when you know if you can know when your opponent's going to delay. Sometimes they delay because of hesitation, sometimes they delay because they're trying to delay. And Akira is almost always mixing between delay and buffering. So, now that said, it's really risky to try to outspeed Akira this way because Akira wins attack versus attack like a lot. Because his attacks hit harder than mine, so if they hit the same time, I'm gonna lose. But I had a strong feeling that moment, I was like, this is where the gap is. I was like, this is gonna be where the gap is. So that's when I shoot the uppercut, and it feels like a boxing match. Did we restart? I guess we restarted. All right, good. So this must be catch throw because it beat like my Sabaki attack. All right, this is neutral throw. That's right. His neutral throw looks crazy. I love that he went for the throw here because I did go for defend and it just flat out wins that. That was so cool. I love this opening. And that's so cool. That's really like on point. There we go. I hate that I got like K instead of 4K. Good. I like that. That read was awesome. He was like, I know a low's coming, so I'm gonna hop attack this. Very cool. That was awesome too. He knows a low's coming. Again, he's counting on lows, and that's good. I'm dead. That was so good. Should ring out. Nope. Good. Yeah. Don't. That was good. So I like this one looks like a mid's coming, but it's a low. That was an awesome game, Ranity. I got completely outread that whole battle, and I really like that. So here's what I like too. That high kick that he does, it does have the spacing. He timed it really well. And so it won a lot of interactions, and it did good damage. On top of that, he did I like that he low crushed at very key points, right? So he goes, okay, Chanchai is gonna do 4K plus G. Even though it hit him, he just went for the low crush right away, and I thought that was awesome. That said, is it a risk? It is, but he knew that there was like an 80% chance I was gonna do that. Later on, if we fight like a fuller set, you know, I'll try to turn that into a mix-up, but it was really, really fun. Then he did a lot of really good reads, so I thought it was great. This is what L-Blaze should do, and I like seeing more tools, and with his L-Blaze, you can see a lot more tools being used. So I've always liked fighting Rare Entity. We didn't get to fight much in the past, but when we have fought, it's always been a lot of fun. He's very thoughtful, very smart player. And I really liked all of that, so that was excellent. Good games, Rare Entity. Good games. Yeah, it was really smooth. Connection was great. No problems there. I'm really happy that we got to have that rematch like that, too. Very good. This is a pretty cool move for a Pi. Oh, I thought I got the sidestep here. I always like this move too. Nice. It was nice and smooth that time, 100%. By the way, Frozeless Gaming, it's good to see you. How have you been doing? Are you still fighting as Brad? I think I saw a replay that I think was your Brad not long ago, I thought. But yeah, I hope you've been doing really, really good. It's been a long time since we fought. So I hope you've been doing really good, man. It's a really strong player. If you run into Jay All-Star, incredibly strong, really good reads, really good. I like the adaptations. I like the way that they adapt. It's so fast. Jay All-Star, like, really adapts, really finds quick answers. And like when I fight them, I feel like I have to really mix up like a lot. Just like I have to feel like I have to mix up a lot against Rare Entity too. Like I have to kind of just, I can be stubborn to a degree, but you have to find the right places to be stubborn, and that's usually more. I feel like I can only really be stubborn if I feel like both of you are really uncomfortable, right? But that said, both of you are rarely that uncomfortable. Well, the energy I feel when I fight Jay All-Star is that if he's uncomfortable, there's like a tension there and he's ready to explode on you, and so you got to be very careful about that. Rare Entity definitely feels more like a cool cat. It's like more like he's just gonna calmly come up with something that will like flip the situation. And again, that doesn't mean Jay All-Star is not calm. It means that like that the type of response that I feel is gonna be tight. Like like everything Jay All-Star does is typically tight. Is really gonna be like fast and hard hitting, you know. Whereas like if you watch Rare Entity, they might do that, but usually they do something that's more of like a flat out crush. They might use something that like is gonna like wait for you to whiff. So they're good at using moves that are like 30 frames, because it's like, okay, you're out of range and you'll whiff, and then this thing will hit you right after you did what you did. That's kind of the stuff I'll feel from Rare Entity. And then we saw Rare Entity just casually go, okay, I'm gonna hit you with this, and then I'll just back throw. I'll hit you with this, and I'll do a catch throw.
Go!
Oh, good punish. So this is the clean punish. He did the from crouch 3P hit throw. Really, that is the proper punish.
Round 3. Ready, go! Ring out. Round 4. Ready, go!
That was an intense battle. Jowo though is also super fun. Jowo though plays with high tension, right? Fast response, fast adaptations, fast improvisations, and some really cool stuff. Like, so I love how interactive the battles with Jowo though are. Whenever I fight with them, both him and I love to be really interactive, and love to really just like flip scripts all over the place. On a small level, right? We're doing like these tiny adjustments, and so it's always fun fighting Jowo though for that, because there's a lot of tension and a lot of like kind of like the feeling is like, oh yeah, what are you gonna do about this? Oh yeah, what you gonna do about this one? What are you gonna do about this one? It's similar to like fighting Tengu Man, except I think Tengu Man's flow is a little more like even. Jowo though and I think it goes to like really fast. Like we're trying to really like speed guessing game, speed change ups, speed adjustments, you know, and it's so much fun. It's lots and lots of fun, and it's also trying to challenge on different aspects. Oh, you're doing this, I'll do a low here, I'll do a mid here, I'll do a high here, I'll do a half circular here, I'll do an evasive attack here, I'll do a crush here, I'll do a sidestep. And Joe is very scary because when he sees which one you're gonna pick, it's pretty deadly. So yeah. All right. Frozos Gaming says, "Yeah, still Brad. I'm doing all right. How about you?" I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm having a lot of fun playing VF, as always. But I do miss fighting you. So I need to get I need to set up a time with you to spar. But I'm doing good. I appreciate you hanging out in the chat here with us, though. And maybe it means that you're preparing for a combo breaker, because if you go to combo breaker, I think that's awesome. So I hope you're going to combo breaker. I'm not, but I hope you are, because definitely want anyone who plays good VF, want to see them. I want anyone who plays VF, I want to see that combo breaker, period. Nice. Very good. Very good. Throwing is super risky here because your life is low. Because your life is low, throwing, you have to be that certain that that's what I'm going to do there. And I'm an aggressive player. So it's better to just do like an elbow, for example. Against someone like me, it's better to do that because that's the percentage play. But but also that throw was not going to win you the round either. It would have given you damage. It wouldn't have won the round. So because of that, the risk is like a little, yeah. Just like here, the risk for me to a bar, not so good here, right?
Round 3. Ready, go!
Very good. Calm patience is the key. You played that round really good though, Loose Leaf. I did find my moment, but you played most of that very well. Nice. All right. Very good game. Loose Leaf, you showed a lot of good stuff this game, so keep it up. Also, yeah, if your opponent keeps blocking low after you hit 6 XP, then that mid is so good. Yeah, and so I like that you go for that because it's safe and high upside, and I ate it. So good stuff. Keep it up. I see. So Froza says, I can only find Paul to spar. Really? Well, the good thing is Paul's an amazing sparring partner, so I wouldn't complain about that as much. But let's, hopefully we'll find the time for you and I to spar, because I really like sparring with your Brad, dude. Like, honestly, like, I have to really focus, and it's really scary once you go on a tear. So I try really hard to stay a step ahead of you as much as possible. It's really hard. You're incredibly fun to fight against. I see. I'm fighting Genesis Frenzy. That's ring out. I also went the wrong way on the camera, out of fear, which is bad to do. Interesting he went for that. He went for low throw there. That was really interesting. Might have been a misinput. I think they're watching is what they're doing. Alright. Yeah, just be patient with this. This move is so good. If somebody is doing what I'm doing, just setting up this two-handed launcher is really good.
Ready, go! Ring out!
It's interesting that this is actually in a standing position.
Ready, go!
That's a combo ring out.
Ring out!
Yeah. So I like that Genesis Frenzy, I guess, is working on their defense, and that was really, really fun. And he just, go for the win condition. If your opponent doesn't cover it, there you go. So I lost that clear cut. That was a lot of fun. Always also forgot that that's how far Pi can set up that win condition. So even though I have done it a little bit against people, but I actually haven't used the 3k PP finisher, so I didn't realize that's how far the 3k PP finisher will do. But I should have always escaped the back throw on that one. So it was good stuff and good games, Genesis. Very nice. That was a very good game, and I enjoyed that very much. So I like that Genesis Frenzy, I guess, is working on their defense, which is important to do, especially going into Combo Breaker. Pi is just really strong, and Genesis Frenzy though has always I've always felt that Genesis Frenzy does both attack and defend. I know some people say that he just only attacks, but he was playing Aoi when she had so many offensive tools that she could condition, and Genesis Frenzy doesn't just do that. They apply pressure, they release pressure, they apply mixes, they corner people into situations they can read. And I think they're probably going to still do that at Combo Breaker. But right now they were working on the defensive end of things, and I respect that.
Excellent! Round 2. Ready, go!
Also, J All-Star froze us. If you, I do stream on both YouTube and on Twitch, so if the ads are bothering you, you can jump quickly to YouTube, watch the stream, and you can even rewind it to catch whatever you missed. That is the strength of YouTube, is stuff like that. I like that. Alright, good fighting, Sisha. You can see that the hard part here was the sidesteps were kind of getting to you, right? Right now, the way that you're entering Flamingo was vulnerable to sidestep. And so in that game, all of those were vulnerable to sidestepping. So in this case, when that's happening, you have to kind of turn it into a bit more tempo, turn it into a bit more enter Flamingo in ways that are more secure. But also, you got to manage the person that's doing the sidestepping. So throwing right away is one way, half circular is another, and full circular is a very valid way to do it with Sarah, except if you see me do 8K. If you see Leon's hop kick, then you don't do sweep. But if you don't see Leon doing hop kick, then sweep is on the table. But I think the biggest one is getting used to seeing that as making sure that you are registering that they sidestepped you. That can be a hard one because sidestepping is a type of whiffing. And so because of that, it can be hard to identify when someone's sidestepping you. It might look obvious to observers on the stream, but in the middle of the fight, it can actually be one of those things where you just don't see it. And so if that's the case, make sure that you get good at seeing it. It took me a while to get good at seeing when someone was sidestepping me. Sometimes it's still sometimes a blind spot. So right now, the sidestepping was really being the enemy of your preferred ways of getting into Flamingo. And so it was pretty much denying you the ability to be in that. And then on top of that, but it is also true that I was winning a lot of the situations when you did get into Flamingo, because I do like fighting against Sarah's Flamingo. So keep it up. But that's what I saw stood out to me in this battle. Yeah. So I hope that helps you find your answers. Hey Calamity, it's going good. How have you been doing? Are you going to Combo Breaker? Hey Nelly, good to see you. Hope you're doing great also. It's so good to have everyone here is awesome. Nelly, Frozos Gaming, aka Jay All-Star, is always looking for sparring partners, so I hope you have time to fight Jay All-Star. Same for Calamity. Calamity, I imagine that Calamity versus Jay All-Star has got to be pretty intense. Jay All-Star might have different schedule from everyone, but you guys have unique schedules too. So I figured there's got to be some overlap. So Calamity's not going to Combo Breaker. That is unfortunate, but that's okay, because you're going to be at LA Gathering, and we're going to fight at LA Gathering. Even though we didn't fight the last time we were at LA Gathering. But it's okay, because I'm happy to just hang out with you and to fight. But you also know that I'm trying to make sure everybody's having a good time at LA Gathering, so... That's actually the truth, is that I'll be busy trying to make sure everyone else is having an amazing time. Yeah. Alright, Volcano Shed, here we go. I have not fought Volcano Shed in a long time. This is going to be so much fun. It's going to be really fun.
Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go!
That was sick. That's the correct way. I like this. I didn't expect him to do 9k plus G here. I should have, but that was really cool. That was really, really cool. That was excellent.
Ready, go!
I like that sidekick went. I like that calmness too. Good. The 2K has got good reach, so it actually can stop a backdash, especially a backdash into 4K. That was excellent. Good one. Okay, I have not seen that opening, and I like it. This is excellent. Good game. Volcano Shed played that awesome. That was really, really fun. We have not fought in a long time, and I loved it. I like the simple answers that were the right answers. 3K there was perfect. And so that was such a fun battle. Good game, Volcano Shed. Good game. I love that fight so much. That was a really good game. And I liked the calm answers. I liked it. Very good, clear-eyed answers. Alright. Looks like I'm sitting out this round, so... looks like we're going to crash on the replay, so we won't get to watch this fight. Volcano Shed versus Jowo, though, would be really fun to watch. But we don't get to watch it, so... That's it. I think that is the full league, so I'm going to join Akai on the stream. On the chat. All right. Okay, well, looks like I get to join you early before.
Oh yeah, I had to kick someone out since both Jansen's Frenzy and Solis their match got closed, so I had to kick someone out to allow the lead to progress. So if anyone actually has the information of Solis Invicti, please let them know why I did that. I'm not sure if he's actually listening to that.
I see. Okay. Solus Invicti is nothing personal. It was just to maintain, but yeah. But we hope you understand. But at the same time, I believe you're still welcome back. So yes.
Yeah. So MF Diva seems to be having issues in which the load time on VF is taking a long time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have not had that issue yet. Oh. Did you get kicked out of the room, MF Diva, earlier? Try the right now the league is waiting, so please wait until the league is actually completed. It's actually important for this match to these two matches will determine who will be first and second, third. But if you're having trouble getting into room, try the draw room.
This league was really, really fun. So I enjoyed this. The battles were awesome. Rare Entity and Genesis Frenzy and Volcano Shed, all three of them did. We had these great battles, but also they would just calmly do some really good answers, and I really liked it. I thought it was a great display of just kind of calmly finding the answer and good stuff.
Okay, I should give Genesis Frenzy a loss there. So who's gonna be first, second, third?
We'll see. It's gonna be this year. All right.
Where Entity was leading, but he was playing against Joe well. And where Entity did win his match against Joe well, so he stays in first place here. Volcano Shed beats Genesis Frenzy, taking second, and Genesis Frenzy and Joe will tie for third. Thank you guys for playing.
Yeah, congratulations! That was an awesome league battle. Good job, you guys. That was really good. All right. Rare Entity has to go. That's too bad, but it was good to have him. Let's see. Phaser Cat Games, Whitmer, come back. But it's good to have you here. Let's see.
Round one.
So North America, we can join now and go fix things up.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
So I don't believe my PC can handle on a hardware level. Yeah, I'm not sure what is the issue there with you, MF Diva.
Knockout.
Only the people who has these computer spec knowledge can help you there.
Round three.
Have you tried playing this? Yeah, your PlayStation shouldn't have much issues. So MF Diva's in the room. Hopefully he can stay in.
By the way, dude, this an interesting program that I recommend people try putting on their computers, on their Windows machine, is Process Lasso. So Process, Process, and then Lasso, as in what a cowboy uses to rope someone in. Process Lasso is a really good tool. It can help manage some processes. I'm not saying you have to use it like a power user, but just even in its basic use, it sometimes can help some people's resource management on their PC.
You know, your Discord is not working for you. Now I have to fix that. I haven't actually paid attention. Apologies. Let's get that fixed.
Knockout.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right. Can everyone hear me now?
Round 5.
Nope, I can't hear you yet. Maybe I just
Okay.
do.
See. Hey, Blurring, good to see you. Hope you're doing really, really good.
Try talking again to see if they can hear you.
Okay. Hey, chat. Hope everyone can hear me on Akai's chat.
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Okay, great. Well, so one of the tips that I gave was there is a program that's pretty good with PC resource management. It's called Process Lasso. So process and then lasso as in what a cowboy uses, LASSO. You don't have to be a power user. You can just kind of use it in its basic function and it should help at least for some people. And what it does is it just manages the processes, the process use, some of the memory use, but mostly just process handling. And it has regular updates, but Process Lasso is pretty good for, you know, it's not going to completely make night and day difference, but it can sometimes help improve the situation for however your PC is using. Another thing is web browser. A lot of people use a ton of tabs on their web browsers. If you do, close your web browser app because, you know, ever since Chrome, web browsers have been using more and more of the memory usage on a PC. And it's really important to understand that, like, I'm the type of person who has a ton of tabs, so I have to often just close my browsers because that hogs up a lot of resources on your PC, especially on laptop, but yeah. So always consider things like that as things that can help a bit. They're not going to completely solve everything, but these little steps can help and add up.
Is Rage Bait? I'm guessing that's Jamie Lee Curtis. Let me just double check.
Yep. Hey, Jamie Lee Curtis, good to see you. That probably is Jamie Lee Curtis. So, good to see you. How you doing?
Yeah, of course, on the Europe side, you can watch from a different player's point of view. You can watch it from Killing Cat, who is streaming. You just get a link to that. And we'll start the countdown after this match between Joe. We'll start now. Final match before we begin the league for North America Second League.
Okay, and Jamie Lee also confirms that Rage Bait is them.
It is? Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. So,
Awesome. Hope it was a good class today, Jamie Lee. Hope there wasn't too much rage bait in the class. my kids are always. It's funny seeing like what my daughter labels as rage bait. So, I'm gonna, because for me, I'm a person who wants to manage my internal process, right? And I feel like rage bait's a term that's always making it external. It's like, it's you, and that's making me mad. And I was like, well, you can try managing your madness, your anger, you know. So,
Round 2.
is there internet lasso? Okay. Is there an app called Internet Lasso? That would be cool. So, Jamie Lee was saying I need Internet Lasso or Internal Lasso. Okay, no, you're right. Yes, yeah. I was like, telling my daughter, I should tell her, she'll need Internal Lasso. That won't make any sense to her, but yeah. But it's funny whenever she labels something rage bait, and I'm like, okay, it's like everyday things. It's like rage bait. I was like, really?
Round 3. Ready?
But I guess for them, it just means don't take the bait kind of thing, and that's how they're externalizing an internal process. So yeah.
Driz in here also. Awesome.
Sisha, I agree. Jamie Lee and Devil Ray have great Steam usernames whenever they show up. I agree. I like them all the time. Good to see Drizzex. It's been a while. I hope Drizzex has been doing well. Hello, Drizzex.
Round 4. Ready? Go!
Yeah, Jamie Lee confirms it's the new gen version of "Don't Take the Bait." Calling something rage bait. You know. Blame them, but acknowledge that you have to manage the process. You know.
Knockout. Round 5.
But it's kind of like, you know, if you're walking down the street and you see that person that's muttering to themselves, always angry, and you're kind of makes me go like, you know, that's what you look. If you're calling things rage bait, you look like that person that's walking down the street muttering to themselves angrily. You know. So. Yeah, Jamie Lee says, I always live by the fool me once lifestyle. I definitely believe that about you. Yes, I do think that is that is definitely your MO. It's definitely the way you process it. Is you're like, I'm nobody's fool. Not gonna fool me twice. Because he really doesn't want the shame of of being fooled twice. Zack Attack says, step on someone's foot, and when they get mad, call it rage bait. You know? So this is going to be a lot. Like, Aoi is a fun, interactive character. So Jowo, though, playing Aoi is really, really exciting for me. And I've already fought their Aoi before, but this is just really exciting because it's just so interactive.
Alright, see the Europe second league is completed. Sorry, congratulations to Kingo for getting first place, second time. Second goes to Box Pizza and West Sea Tachikoma is third. Thank you guys for playing. We got one more league for Europe to go.
Round 2.
Alright, then go Postman. Thanks for playing, Kirikam. See, I want to do. Most of the people know to get joined the
Round 3. Ready, go! Excellent.
Alright, Box Pizza. Did you get kicked out or did you just went out and exit to change your character? Thank you for playing, Lucky.
Forgot to train, eh?
3 more matches before we begin North America's second league.
Let's see here.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Alright, I just need one more player for Europe's league. Let's see.
Very good. Very good. Keep it up. Yes.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
What would I call my playstyle? Interaction junkie. Shadosha used to call it Chanchai don't give a fuck. So- I do like the zone.
Plus,
Round 3. Ready, go!
it's 10 points right now for North America and 3 more matches before we begin.
I like I like loosely some defense. Keep this up, man. Yeah, he's not gonna take any bait. So I like that he's just not gonna take this, which is really cool. All right, here we go.
Round 4. Ready, go!
I was expecting an awesome what the final content for I know Europe now.
Round 5. Ready, go!
I like that choice. I like that you're working on evade there. Good punish. This is so good. Keep this up, loosely. You're doing great. Yes, you can punish better, but that's good. You got this. Good game, loose leaf. There you go. There you go, loose leaf. It's awesome. You played great there. I love it. Keep it up. Keep that up. You're John. You've got answers. Use your answers. But really, really good stuff. Good patience and way to find the win condition at the end there. I like that very much, man. Keep that up, loose leaf.
More matches.
It was very, very fun.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Very good game, loose leaf. I said, yeah, keep fighting with more confidence. You're very strong. So, yeah, of course not with ego. That's the hard part.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Okay, so what did people say here? Clowny says being human is one of his weaknesses. There's a deeper part to that conversation, but I won't repeat the whole thing here. Because Jamie Lee was asking what I would call my playstyle, but I said that I do. It's complicated because of how I view the way I play, but it's true that I do like stuff like zoning. I do like tempo mix-up. I do like things that can stop and start. That's why I like playing Blanca. I like playing Makoto. I like playing with space and time, right? Let's see. That said, Hot Sauce Nelly says perpetual motion because I just keep moving, I keep doing stuff, and I agree with that too. Jamie Lee complimented me on my zoning game. Yeah. But yeah. And Hai is always, you know, cheering us to F each other up. So yeah, let's go. So Platinum Trophy asks, do you have any idea when they're going to give an update on VF6? I have no clue when they will give an update on VF6. Now, I will say a few things. One, yes, I'm hoping that Summer Game Jam they say something, but I'm not counting on it. I'm just saying I hope for that. But here's my ultimate feeling personally. I'm patient. I'm a very patient person because I just want the new VF game to be really, really good. That's all I really want. And when it comes to how I think they should market it, I think there's this runway you have. When you know, when the finish line is in sight, when they know the game's going to release, or when they have a decent idea, I want them to have a really good campaign on that. And I believe they can do it, right? I love the way that Stranger Than Heaven is being promoted. Of course, it's early on, it's really early on, so we're only just starting the actual campaign now, starting this week. But Stranger Than Heaven, I love the way they've been teasing it. I love how mysterious it's kind of been, and I love and then this week's, everybody's feeling like that trailer, almost everybody I've talked to loved that trailer this week, right? So I'm really happy about that promotion. When it comes to Virtua Fighter, it's similar. I want them to start, like, I want them to campaign it properly. I don't want them to just, you know, we think it's going to come out this time, so we're going to start dropping the info, and then then we find out like it's going to be another long time. So I'm okay with them being patient as long as they know what that campaign runway should be. The hype train is, what's important is that hype train is good. The sad part of that is that maybe that hype train is for the current generation. Maybe that hype train is for the next generation. I don't want to believe it's going to be a whole another generation. But the fact is that that's what's important. You know, look at, like, again, I shouldn't compare it with Grand Theft Auto, but look at Grand Theft Auto, how disciplined that campaign is, right? And of course, people are patient for it and impatient for it. But that campaign has actually been very disciplined, right? So I believe in disciplined campaigns. I know that the fans are the ones that are impatient. That's every fan's right, to be so impatient, being, I need to know information now. And I get that. And I agree with that too, as a fan. But I think, like, the proper way to promote is, it depends on the game, it depends on the runway, it depends on which groups are going to get into the game. But I do think this new Virtua Fighter is aiming for a mass audience. That could be like wishful thinking. It may or may not prove to work out that way, but that's what it's aiming at. And I'm happy it's aiming for that. I'm happy they're swinging hard for this game. They're taking Virtua Fighter so seriously. So for me, take your time. When it's time to campaign, go for it. Good luck, have fun, everyone. Let's see, where's my Discord? Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I hope that makes sense to people. So yes, I'm hoping for information soon, but I'm patient. But I definitely, but I think the fans do have a right to feel the way they do when they're impatient about it. But if it's not ready, I want the campaign to be disciplined. I forgot that thing will beat every rising attack too. So well timed too. Actually, that timing was pretty immaculate. I like the whiff. I like this dash sidestep. This dash sidestep was perfect. This was really good. This is something that I don't think I would have seen in the past too. Oh, the throw choice here is so good. I thought I got this. I thought I got the low punch here too. It didn't. Did it whiff? What happened here? I thought the low punch would hit right here, It must be, it might be EXI. That was such a good battle. Good game, Volcano Shot. I love that. It was probably EXI. I think they changed that move to an EXI. So good game. Very good game. That was really, really good. Yeah, don't attack into that. That was really, really good. I have been wanting to fight Volcano Shot's Jeffrey too, so that was good. It's good. Alright, Bruce the Beast, hell yeah. It's been a while. Been a few weeks, but let's do this.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
I like this. I like that choice too. I actually really like that choice. Yeah, attack the zone play.
Ready, go! Ring out. Round four. Ready, go!
That was good. This is the punish.
Knockout.
Very good. This is like a low mid mix right here because your threats from either one.
Ready, go! Excellent.
Really good game, Bruce. Really good game. That was so much fun. So Jamie Lee, I also really like Rushdown. Like I like both. So for me, I like playing with pressure. I like controlling it, right? Pushing it, pulling it, pushing it, pulling it. I like space in and out. I like just being active, right? And I like trying to find answers. So I think the reason I like playing Leon is because you actually have a lot of tools to do that. Might not always be like the biggest damage tools, but you have a lot of tools to just do a lot of fun stuff. I like being very dynamic, yeah. And that's why slowing it down is strong against me usually, right? But I also like the dynamic of being still too. So I do like staring contests as well.
Knockout.
Yeah. Hey, Kung Fu Hustle, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, man.
Round two.
How do I know what side to tech? Okay, so you're talking about sidestepping. There are stronger sides depending on the character, so it's a way to sidestepping. It's best to think of sidestepping as a way to control what their attack options are. If there are attacks you don't want them to do, you can use sidestep that way. But of course, there's risks for just sidestepping for just because. So you got to be careful about that. But it is a way to exercise control. So, like against John, evading to his backside, or if you look at his front foot, that's sidestepping to his backside because of where his butt's pointing, right? So I just stare at that front foot, and that one is really good, except for that this 4P is hitting me because I do that, right? So he's trying to control. He's also trying to take advantage of fact, like, so he's using attacks that are gonna punish doing that too, because he wants me to stop doing that. And so then that's when I realize that's what's happening, then I might mix up like which way I sidestep if I do it. Now that said, here's the thing. If you're mixing up where you sidestep, you're playing a very high risk game. Because getting hit with a half circular when you sidestep is really, really rough. Like it's huge damage against you almost always. For most characters, at least against the better side of the attacker. So you want to avoid that, and that's why generally sidestep should be more of a read that you believe strongly that they're going to attack. And not only that, but like in this game generally for beginners and intermediate, you really want to use evade when you're minus. When you're then at the higher level, the way that you offset that is you have to measure, is my opponent buffering or are they not? And I actually use sidestep to tell me if they're buffering or not. Because I'll buffer a sidestep, and if they delay, I'll know because they'll hit me with the delay attack. And so because of that, then I might adjust the way I sidestep, but that's hard. Like a lot of beginners, intermediate, are not good at doing this. That's where you start seeing me dash into a sidestep, is to delay it. But then that changes how good or bad the sidestepping is. Because I'm delaying the sidestep. If they buffer, then I have to know I don't have the advantage I normally have. And if I use a dash evade, because that's a delayed evade. So the evade is a really cool mechanic in Virtua Fighter. But it's a risky form of defense. It's a risky form of defense. It does have a good high reward against the bigger things that you sidestep, the bigger the reward. So when your opponent likes to do big things, sidestep is a huge reward, but it's also quite a risk. Guarding is very low risk, and guarding almost always gives a moderately good reward. So it's kind of the dynamic there. I like this choices. I always like the way. Such a good round. That was an awesome round. Again, I really like the way A+ Destination's been fighting, and I like how tactical. These are the type of battles I like. And I like the use of jab elbow see, he's using jab elbow to contain my sidestepping. It's really good. This is also showing you the weakness of, again, against smaller things, sidestep is worse. And I need to know what the new like 1.10 thing to do after full guard break is now, because I don't do it.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go!
Oh, okay, you're talking about throw escapes. Okay. So, tech can be a very confusing term because a lot of people mean a different thing when they say it. Awesome battle, A+. Always an awesome battle. Okay, so how do you know which way? Okay, so I recommend thinking of, this is kind of loaded, but throw escapes are not meant to be like, I know you're going to throw, so I throw escape. Throw escape is meant to protect your decision to guard. So you have to always, it has to be built into your game. So if you're playing against like Wolf, generally you want to escape forward throw because you want to deny all the forward throws that have a lot of damage. That this does make you open to back throw. And back throw is strong. Wolf has a good throw game. So what it is you, generally speaking, when you're doing a throw escape, you want to deny forward. And at the same time, when you really strongly believe he's going to throw, you kind of want to get used to attacking. And that would be the strong way to play. But that's really scary if he gets wrong. I'll get more into it a bit later, but that's kind of the principle there. But generally speaking, with Wolf, his forward throw is the one threatening like so much damage, right? You can take like 2.5 of his back throws, but you cannot, or you can take 2 of his back throws, but you cannot. But his forward throws threaten like enough that you could only really take 1.5 on the Burning Hammer, anyways. So that's kind of why the principle of you deny the strong throw, and then you learn how to play the rock, paper, scissors game on top of that. And you just make it so that like, okay, like I whiff like here, I do a throw escape. I make a mistake, throw escape. I'm almost always doing a throw escape when I'm not doing anything. So like when I'm vulnerable, I'll do a throw escape because it's just built in. And it's built in whenever I hit the guard button. It's as built in as in a 2D fighter, you hold down back, right? And like by default, you're like, oh, I'm in trouble, I better hold down back in case they do a low attack, right? In like Tekken, you hold back because you're like, I better guard, right? Well, throw escape is kind of like that. Guard throw escape is something you have built in that you just kind of do the way that you would press back or the way you'd hold down back. It's just that you have a direction associated. So the answer is that with Wolf, the default direction should be forward, and then you work around that. Against Jeffrey, the default direction is actually back throw, but his forward throw is strong. So understand, these characters are meant to be really strong with their throw game, and it means that just standing there guarding is not good against them too. You got to be active to keep them off. You got to find ways to play that minimize your exposure to throw as well. So parts of the ways to do that is like striking back after you guard, right? That way that keeps them off. But also sometimes having a backdash game will do it too. And just knowing where to crouch dash, like fuzzy guard is a way to minimize their throw opportunity. So this fuzzy guard, right? Now he delayed it, so he's trying to play that. Alright, really good battle, Sisha. Good battle. So, if your opponent has a throw they always like to do, that's the answer, right? So, when you don't have an answer, when you don't know what your opponent likes to do, by default, you deny the strongest throw. As you fight your opponent, you start to see that they might have a favorite throw. Well, that's the one you're going to deny, because that's the one they're going to keep going for. A lot of this game is, what do you think your opponent wants to do? And it doesn't have to be as detailed answer. It has to just be a general feel. It could be they want to attack, they want to attack, they want to attack, or they want to throw, they want to throw, they want to throw. This is kind of the way you do it, and then it becomes smaller and smaller intervals on that. But you really want to. So then, when it comes to when they throw, what throw do they like throwing with? Some people only do neutral throw. In that case, I actually would say it's okay, because they would have to throw you with neutral throw so many times to win that, like, I'm not like, they can do neutral throw to me all they want for up until I have about half of my life, because they're using that one situation. They could have done a forward throw, could have done a lot more damage. They could have done a back throw, could have done a lot more damage. But they're going to be satisfied taking a neutral throw. Okay, that takes pressure off me, right? So yes, the important thing is learning how to win combat, but at the same time, later on, which combat are we wanting to win more, and which combat favors me? Are they doing combat that doesn't favor them as much, that doesn't really give them much? Maybe I can work with that. So that's why against like Wolf, you want to escape forward throw, and against Jeffrey, typically it's the back throw, because especially near the wall, but he actually has a pretty balanced throw game, so a little more complicated. Back or forward, I would just say pick one, back or forward at the start of the round, and do that for the round. Then the next round make another decision, or the same, but just, you know, each round tell yourself, this is the throw I'm going to deny, and test it out. Don't try to, like, don't be mad if you're not winning every battle. Those battles that you lose can teach you so much, so you should sometimes you go in experimenting. Sometimes you go in, what happens if I just deny forward throw, right? If I just do that, if I don't even like think about what throw to escape, and I don't care, but I'm just gonna, when I defend myself, I'm going to deny the forward throw escape. I'm going to deny the forward throw. I find this approach to be stronger as a beginner and as a developing player. And then you can work from there. You can start adjusting it. Oh, this guy really actually likes to use back throw because he's just, this is what we call the second best strategy. Now, I do have a throw escape guide if you want to read it. It's on virtuafighter.com, and you can find it in the dojo forums. This guide, a lot of people have said has helped them. It's secretly, it's a guide to Yomi. It's a guide to how to read people, on how to, but also how to come up with strategies that work against what they're trying to do. But on the surface, it's a throw escape guide. And it goes into great detail about the logic, about understanding different people's throw strategies. And it does talk about generic solutions to those throw strategies. There's a strategy which is the opponent always does the best throw. Okay, deny the best throw. The funny part is then, okay, what about if they always do the second best throw? And I actually say you should deny the best throw, but what you do is you escape the second best throw once and then switch back to denying the best throw. Is a generic strategy. It doesn't mean you always do this, but it means it's a good approach to this one. Why is that? You'll get your value denying the second best throw, but then they'll now have to have pressure to feel like they've got a mix between the best throw and the second best. Understand that some people that do the second best throw, they're doing it so that one type of strategy of that is I'll do the second best throw, and the moment they escape the second best throw, I'll switch to the best throw. And so this counter strategy has that in mind. There's the people doing neutral throw, and I'm like, it's kind of similar to second best throw. Deny the best throw, but then at some point deny the neutral throw once and then go back to denying the best throw or the second best throw. So yeah. Alright. So we're watching Genesis Frenzy trying to play Shirokon style, which is cool. That was cool. That was really cool. Very good. So I like this very much. Let's see what we can do against this, because now they're playing the defense game, which is very good to do against me. Very good. So one throw. Just watching here. Alright. Not looking good today, but I kind of want to see. This is where I'm like, I want to learn from this fight too. So let's see. It sucks when you input the opening round, or like when you pre-buffer too early. Very good. By the way, crouching is strong against Leon if you know how to use it. It's not easy to do, but it's good. That's death. Nope. KK was the punish though. That range is like a lot. It should still be the punish, but still. Just targeting one of those is so good. One more stacker. Oh my god, I didn't know that would win against this too. Okay, so this beats a bait low punch. Yeah, there you go. I like that. I like it. Good game. I do like this. I do think that to be good at Pi, you have to master all of these. Like, what do I do when they do this? And that's what Genesis is building up on that. It's really strong, and then the aggressive game becomes good. But again, Genesis Frenzy has always been both, like, has played the full spectrum. I do disagree with the critique that Genesis Frenzy is only always attacking. I just think that they played that way because they felt that was a strong way to play Aoi, like last year. I fought Genesis Frenzy for a long time, and they've used passive, they've used aggressive, they've used the full spectrum, and so I really respect their decision making and the strength they have. So yeah, and right now they're playing strongly, just playing defensive and not feeding information, but it's not really that's about that. They're actually, this is an important part of Pi's play.
Ready, go!
And it masters a lot of cool stuff that she can actually do. It's gonna, like, I'm pretty sure they've unlocked a lot of cool stuff to do with Pi. Alright, here we go.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I don't sense, I mean, okay, is Genesis Frenzy a player that can be emotional? Yes, but I don't think it's that way exactly. Though it is true that Genesis can sometimes, they used to be a little more judgmental on how people play, but when I fight them, I think they fight really good. Like, I've always enjoyed my fights with Genesis Frenzy. We fought a lot in California, we fought at LA Gathering, we fought like online of course, but I've always enjoyed fighting them. And so I think they're just trying to find a strong way to play, and I think they've actually matured as a player a lot. But they're also a quiet person in general. Like in person, they're chill and quiet, and they give like calm responses, like okay, you know. But like, I know that there was a time where on their stream they could get pretty emotional and hyped up, you know. But you know, because they used to be the type of player to be like, why would somebody do that? But I think when I fight them, I think they're way more even keeled, like in the last 3 years. Because it was like 5 years ago when I saw maybe that side of them, you know. And but that can also just be streamer side, because when you're streaming, you have a chat and you're interacting with chat, and so that for some people that really stimulates like how you want to respond, and you get all hyped up. And so the only time I've ever really seen them hyped up was like 5 years ago on stream. Most of the time I've ever interacted with them, they're pretty calm and chill. They don't give like, they're not going to give props back, but they're just like, oh, okay, cool, you know. And but I've had really good conversations with them too, you know. So their fighting face is just kind of serious and calm, but that's my experience with them. Everyone has their own experience, but I really do like, I like the way they fight because I think it's good VF, and I've won a lot against them. I've lost a lot against them. I've really enjoyed fighting them because it's like right now, this is a really good challenge for me. I'm liking it, and I like it a lot because it's very direct. So it's also just say, well, this is how I'm going to try to deal with this, you know? And I was like, okay, let me see if I can deal with it. But then I find myself slowing down doing that, and then I have to manage that. So, but Pi has really good like pokes, and it's not all pokes, but what I mean by that is she has good ways of making you stop, and then she actually has good ways to punish, but those are much more advanced stuff too. Now that said, I don't see him using like the 3PK2 game, so like I don't see him like slashing at your ankles like rapidly, but he might be able to do it, because I wouldn't be surprised if he's good at doing that. He just probably didn't need to do it yet, so yeah. I'm definitely not a streaming guru. I just stream for fun. but I, you know, like I do appreciate a good stream though.
Ready, go!
That was good. I'm dead. That was really good. Oh yeah. Alright, here we go.
Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go!
Good. Good.
Knockout.
Excellent. Yeah. Punish me for delaying. Punish me for watching delaying. It's good.
Ready, go! Excellent. Round five. Ready, go!
Good game. Good game. So whenever I see kind of like a stray hit, that's when I really like going for the wake up as fast as possible play and try to turn the situation around and hope that they whiff, right? Hope that they'll whiff there. But yeah, good game, Jimmy Lee. We went really back and forth in that game. So, and your confirms are really some of those confirms were really, really good. Nailed me so good. Alright, Volcano Shed doing amazing here. Very much, pretty much winning this thing. I think they've got it locked, right? I think Volcano Shed has this locked. They could be -6, which I doubt they would. And Rage Bait could be plus something, so that's always possible, but it's so unlikely. But, let's see. Yeah, so I think like the best chance of an upset here is like Rage Bait getting like a perfect next to, and then Volcano Shed doing perfect losses, which is not happening. Like, this is so unlikely. It's so unlikely that Volcano Shed will go 0-3 twice here. But, so, it's pretty much, Volcano Shed's mostly got this sealed. Really awesome. Good stuff. I loved fighting the Jeffrey. Very much. I don't really confirm 2P because I like mixing with that. But yeah. But there are people that will option select 2P. I don't even option select 2P, so and that's because I feel like it's because it's very easy to beat option selects. You just kind of play non-optimally, right? You use delays more. Alright, Drizex. Nice. Very nice. I'm always going to challenge people on their meaty. Very nice. Very nice. Keep it up, Drizex.
Round three. Ready, go!
Excellent. Good choice. Yep, that's the Leon uppercut magic. Nice. Very nice. Awesome, Jizzix. That was sick.
Ready, go! Excellent!
Alright, good game, my friend. Good game, Jizzix. It's been a while. Hope you're doing really, really well. Really good round there earlier. And good stuff. Good stuff.
Serious fight!
I mean, I do confirm certain pokes, so yes. But I'm also likely to mix up just low punch even if it gets block uppercut because it's actually like it's not like a great flowchart option, but Leon's uppercut has those hurtbox properties that really mess people up. That's kind of why. And so Leon doing like low punch uppercut regardless of low punch hit status, it's not like a great thing, but it's a thing that's understandable. And so because it can still win. Like I think like when Brad like blocks low punch and does certain like elbows, the uppercut will still win like against some of those in that exact situation if it's buffered. But there's like weird stuff like that with Leon's uppercut, so it's a really nasty tool. That said, you shouldn't be afraid of it too much, but it can yield high damage if it counter hits. Sometimes these weird moments don't even really exactly counter hit, so yeah. But I like fighting Jamie Lee's Lao like a lot. Also interactive, but also very thoughtful, and also a lot of like when I fight you, I know it's a lot of mid range and close range, which are my favorite ranges, but there's some long range too. And I'm always trying to get a feel for what you're wanting to do. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, but it's a lot of fun. But I know that we really throw hands like a lot. So it's some of my favorite fights. It's just I love Virtua Fighter because of how interactive it is and how dynamic it can be. So, and then you also know I respect the skills that you show with your Lao because the more I've played Lao in the past, year and a half, almost 2 years now, is I have a lot more respect and a lot more appreciation is a better way to put it because I always have respect, but I have a lot more appreciation for what Lao players kind of process and go through. We got really good stuff. I think Volcano Shed has got this sealed, but plus 15. Oh, it can go either way. Yeah, actually, Rage Bait is in position. No pressure, but they are in position to do well with that. I still think is a high chance, but Drizex is no joke. Everyone's doing pretty good here. So this was a really fun league battle. And again, I do like Joe playing as Aoi because of how interactive Joe is. Once Joe has the read on you, oh my gosh, this Aoi can be so terrifying. And I do think Joe is capable of doing like the crazy Aoi sweep game at a high level eventually, but that takes like a lot of work. It takes a lot, but Joe is one of the types of people that I believe can really do that in the long run. Though not many people use the sweep game as much like they used to because she's got so many good tools, but I still think her sweep game is so cool. All right, hey Akai. All right, so.
Sorry, I muted myself for a very long time, it seems.
No problem. Okay, but I jumped back in, so I think. Oh, Volcano Shed pretty much sealed it. Okay, really good. So Volcano Shed has sealed the deal. Is that. It was Rare Entity, the first one, right? And then Volcano Shed gets the second one. So it's gonna be pretty good. This was a lot of fun.
Alright, then go post the links up for cool chance later on. But congratulations to Volcanished that came first place with Jeffrey. Second goes to Chanchai, and third place goes to Jess first in second, third place finish. We'll do one more league, so those who can continue playing, please do. Those who can't, thanks again for playing.
That was a really fun league battle. Congratulations, Volcanished. That was really awesome stuff. I enjoyed all of these fights as always. Genesis Frenzy played a very patient Pi, which I loved, and gave me real hell with it. So she has the tools to completely disrupt Leon, and so it makes it a very fun, exciting fight. And she can actually control the tempo in that fight, and I like that. So I'm looking forward to more of these battles.
Alright, so North America, people want to join the room, they're now able to join the room.
Alright, Diva away to knock Jeffrey out.
MS Diva switched to the PlayStation, so I think that's so he's able to play. So yeah, that's if you have the luxury of having more than one version of this game on different platforms, that's one way to fix issues that we have. Oh, we got the FX Calamity in here. Welcome.
Yep, great to have Calamity here. And yeah, and this is really fun. Great to have Firebird here as well, and Diva. So yeah, sometimes switching to that console helps a lot. It's helped me at times too. So, all right, Dead Orchard says, Chanchai, are you going to buy a Golden Lever Pro? I want to. Right now, it's hard for me to budget it, so I'm probably gonna have to wait for the second or third. I'm probably gonna have to wait for the third run of the Golden Lever Pro. They sold out within 10 minutes of the. They took more orders, so they're doing extra orders, extra like emergency batch. But Golden Lever Pro sold out within technically 30 minutes on their first run. That's not counting their Evo Japan run. And their second run is probably going to be like the end of summer or like towards Evo. But they probably have a small run, a small batch for Evo, by the way. I probably can't buy it until the third or fourth run, to be honest. I love what I'm playing on though, so I'm okay. And I'm really happy to hear that a lot of people are absolutely loving the Golden Lever Pro. So I did get to test it out at Tiger Uppercut, or I got to test a prototype of it out, and I really liked it. I like the changes that were made to the ecosystem and the direction it's going. So, yeah. Thanks for the question, Dead Orchard. All right, I have to reload the Twitch chat on Akai.
Twitch chat on Akai. Hey, Two Scoops, are you having trouble getting to room?
Let's see here. Oh no, Bruce the Beast.
Try the dual room. As spectator, passcode 2026. Wait for 30 seconds, so let me see if I can get that up and see.
Round two.
Go to slide. Yeah, for those who don't know, you try a different room as Spectre, but it works now in. Okay, awesome. So we could say 2 for 2. The Spectre works. It has helped people 2 for 2 today. One person did use the dual room. That's up. So that's 2 scoops in here.
Round three.
Oh, then finish posting places and then we'll start the 5-match countdown. Yeah, apologies earlier. I think I'm not sure how long I was on mute. But cool jazz, if you're hearing me now, you can join the room if you're from North America and have a wired connection. You don't have to be on Discord, but if you do want to go on a Discord or follow, you could do that either on the official Virtual Fire Discord or the Virtua Fire unofficial one that's won by Jed. If you need the links again, just let me know. I posted on the Twitch chat, but since you're on YouTube, I could post the links to there if you want those. But let me finish posting everywhere else.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Oh, awesome, Cool Jazz. We host these on Saturdays and Sundays weekly. And if those days don't work for you, many people do also host sessions. So on Monday night, Sensei hosts leagues if that's what you like. Tuesday night, Chan Chai does host league sessions. Then there's a Big Knuckle tournament on Thursday, so there's plenty of options for you. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting to post. I will start the 5-match countdown now since I had mentioned it.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
So my chat was talking about my typing speed, so and I just said that I had a high typing speed since middle school.
Your typing speed.
I did like when like Chief Flash and like Himajan were complaining about my typing speed because of the wall of text I was going on Chief Flash's stream, and Himajan was just like, "How do you type that fast?" Like, I don't know. I've been typing fast since middle school, so But in high school, I did have there was one friend who. She was actually faster than me at typing, and she does work at Microsoft, but she's not working at Microsoft for typing speed, but yeah.
Hey, Nimbus. Yeah, so those who don't know, so if you don't have the luxury of the having the game on multiple platforms, people has mentioned that joining a different room as a spectator seems to help. I'm thinking that from the last 3 weekends or so of doing this, it helps some people and it doesn't help some others. We don't know if that's actually there's a superstition that we did try it and we could get into room now, which you don't actually have to be a spectator. But it could be also that the people who have trouble getting into rooms, there are multiple variables, and for some people it just doesn't work, and for some other people it does. But yeah, I'll just keep having the dual room as an option to try it to work. I mean, not to try to get this, so that people who actually want to try playing these leagues, there are ways to try to get past round 0. There's a lot of actual work. So is Chief Flash streaming right now? I haven't seen him play.
No. That comment was about something that happened years ago, but both Himajan and Chief Flash were complaining about my typing speed. I think it was actually a year ago, because I think for a brief moment Chief Flash was playing Revo, or trying to, when Revo first came out, or like the beta. Very good. Yeah, punish. I like that evade here too. I really like the way Volcanoshed's playing this matchup. This is so much fun fighting their Jeffrey.
But for Kyosha has been a fan of Jeffrey before that, and it's nice to see both his Kage and Jeffrey playing really well.
Okay,
Down with the Kings.
Sisha, I do have an answer for you, so I'll definitely put it for the VOD later. But I do have an answer for you for your question. I've been thinking about it, but yeah. Good. I need to learn the Jeffrey combo. Yeah, Jamie Lee said, I was fortunate to sit in front of a computer at the age of 4, and Jamie Lee's mother was really proficient at typing and word processing since like the 80s. And that would do it. I did use a word processor as well as having a computer since I was young as well. My father was an electrical engineer.
When you say word processor, are you talking about typing machine or?
Yeah, it's like an electronic typewriter. Yeah.
Electronic typewriter. Okay. It's kind of funny. I don't think anyone uses typewriters anymore. So.
I did get to use typewriters too. I mean, it's really cumbersome to do, but they are beautiful machines. But they are kind of weird and, kind of a pain to dust because, because they're just elevated. And
I just remember always having that white tape to, when you make mistakes typing, you have to use that white tape to correct the errors.
That was really good.
White ink, like that.
Yep. Yeah. Got the white ink. The whiteout that is originally for typewriters because that's how you have that's actually how you can erase like a character. That was a really good game, Volcano Shed. Awesome using the low throw Kizumi at the end there. So yeah, that was so much fun. I had a blast with that fight. Yeah, the word processors are, the electronic ones where you would like type out a whole sentence on an LCD display, and then you'd hit enter, and then it would type it out on a line by line onto the paper. Then you had the classic typewriters are fun to use because they have just like a loud ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk sound when you hit them. So those are fun. They have a different feel to typing than keyboards. But I do remember also, so nowadays we have artisan keyboards, and people have moved even beyond Cherry micro switches, but Cherries were considered the best for a long time, and they still are to some people, including me. But but the first experience without knowing it was using a friend's IBM PC, which the keyboards would have Cherry MX switches inside of them, and then you're just like, this feels really good. And that was the first experience I knew of that. And then years later, I find out those were Cherry micro switches. So yeah. And so I still really like Cherry micro switches the most, but I do like trying all the different ones. I mean, right now I'm using these weird Omron ones that were inside the Logitech keyboard. But if somebody asked me, I'd say no, the Cherry's still better. But I like what they were trying to go for with these. The keyboard I'm using is just because I like the form factor and organization of it. But I think nowadays people get to build some of the coolest keyboards, but the costs have probably gone up a lot now. Let's see. But it would be nice if... Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just need Mook putting some dancing flowers to say hi to him.
Okay. Hello. Yeah, it's good to have Move Quick here, and Move Quick's always a fun presence in all the streams.
Ready, go!
Alright, we have 9 players right now in the room. Do more matches before we begin the last league today.
So Sisha did ask a good question, and Sisha's not here right now, but they said they're gonna watch the VOD, so So they said, any tips on building a better game plan? I do feel that my offense and defense is too basic and unsafe at times. Well, one thing is, I would say actually the unsafe part, I wouldn't see that as such a bad thing, because in this game everything has got a risk. And so I'm not saying to be reckless, but I am saying that you do want to improve like on wagering, on gambling a little bit. You kind of want to manage like when you want to increase the risk for greater reward, and then when you want to adjust when you want to completely factor in like to cut down risk because of the situation. So what I would say is that I really encourage a player like Sisha to consider that when their life bar is more than 50% full, I do encourage them to try to be more adventurous. And then when their life bar is less than 50% full, that's when they're working on managing their safety play. But I think there's assertive ways to play safe in this game. That's the fuzzy guard, that's crouch dash, that's using forward dash in and defending. I do encourage them to keep doing those things when their life is less than 50%, because it's really important to manage that, because eventually forward dash into option is really strong in this game. At all, whether you're passive or aggressive, it's very strong in this game. Crouch dash as well, and I'll give a shout out to Akai. Akai recently made a tweet, and I like to think you were thinking the same thing as me after Evo Japan, which was about basically kind of, I can't remember your tweet because it was very vague, but generally the thing I was thinking about when you wrote that tweet was basically about when you dash in or you crouch dash in, or your opponent does it, these are all reading points. These are all decisions that are happening there. The rock, paper, scissors still happens after the forward dash, after the crouch dash. And that's not exactly what you said, but what you said sounded like it was referring to that. I think you were quoting Virgo, but anyways. But if you watch like the top 8s at Evo, you're watching them make lots of critical decisions in rock, paper, scissors off of forward dash and off of crouch dash. So for a player like Sisha, this is how to be active. This is how to maintain your opponent in your option space. So you got your options, so you can punish when you want to punish. You could mix up when you want to mix up, and you can strike or throw when you want to strike or throw. But you're doing these off of like forward movement, because in Virtua Fighter, the forward movement is the safer movement, and it's very strong. And being close up affords you more options. So I would say being more assertive would help. Doesn't mean that you always have to be assertive, but I am saying there's a way of moving forward and being defensive too, and that's good. And I think Volcano Shed shows it now. And when you do that, it actually improves your ability to use backdash, because your backdash becomes a stronger option when people are expecting you to move in more. So go ahead.
Since you mentioned my tree, so one tree was I did was the interview with Oracle, which was basically you mentioned just like the same as Tonchan, for top players in Japan and pretty much in the world, and both mentioned rock paper scissors, and I think that's what you're referring to when the Kaisoku, Kosoku, Yang Jangen. I think the one where you're talking about me saying crouch dash or dashing, I just remember the Bruce Lee film in which there's that don't think, feel. Yeah, I think there's actually a song in for Virtua Fighter by that say don't think and feel. But I think basically don't focus too much on the people crouch dashing forward. Those kind of it's just a means to an end.
Yeah.
So one time, like if I focus on that, my response is delayed for what is actually going on afterwards. But we're gonna begin the league now, so.
All right, good luck, have fun, everyone.
And 8 players. Good luck, guys. Have fun. We'll be seeing either all Firebird matches or Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay, so Akai had kind of a different take than me, and that's cool, but still good. The thing is that where we would agree though is that that dash by itself is not, you don't want to over focus that, but you want to understand there's still a rock paper decision that's happening immediately from there. And this part of the game becomes strong. The delay part becomes very strong. There's a few stories I might tell during this league about that as well.
Ready, go!
All right, 2 skips, here we go.
Excellent! Round 2. Ready, go!
Nice.
Knockout!
This is the classic play I used to do all the time on people.
Round 3.
So,
Ready, go!
I still do it all the time, but yeah.
Knockout!
Very good. Very good.
Round 4. Ready, go!
So,
Knockout!
alright. Good game, 2 scoops. Good game.
Forgot to train, eh?
Keep it up. It's good morning workout for us. It's early afternoon workout, I guess you can say. All right. So again, on what Sisha was talking about, though, another way to look at this thing for Sisha is about, it is a rock paper scissors game, and you want to be strong at least 2 elements, right? And let's say that Sisha's good at defense, so they're good at defense. Trying to improve more at defense is important and good, but it will yield less results in the short term, but it's still something you want to gradually improve on. So then improving either your attack or your throw would be very fruitful, right? And eventually you want to be really good at all 3, but being good at 2 is always really strong. It goes more than that though in VF, because it becomes more about the tempo mix-up and how you fight that. I do think that that for Sisha directly, adding more to their tempo play would really help, meaning adding more speeds to their game, more gears.
Ring out!
But right now they are good at slow, and they are good at stopping the opponent actually. So then learning how to apply the gas a little more at different speeds would I think would actually yield a lot of results for them. Good. It's because this rising attack hit that this uppercut was strong. Of course, I can get that uppercut reversed, and evade punish too, actually, in this situation. So that is a weakness to this. One of the weaknesses for Leon doing low rising attack into uppercut is that you can. It's basically the uppercut's working at +3, and so when the uppercut's working at +3, sidestep into fast punish is valid for some characters. It's a mix-up for most. It's actually a -10, so sidestep throw is really strong, but sidestep attack works good if I'm mashing, and I might mash in that situation. But sidestep throw is assured there. It's actually assured. Well, no, it's even more sidestep punish because it's the uppercut, it's not elbow. So sidestep punish is very strong. That's why a lot of people do it. So if I hit you with the low rising attack, you can be looking for that uppercut. It's a common play I do. I am testing the opponent, but the way to deal with it is that, well, ideally you would block the low rising attack and then maybe just strike back like with a mid to get me to punish me if I hit something. But if you know if I hit you with that low rising attack and I do uppercut, you can evade punish it. So that is the weakness of that play. Yeah. Defense stance Vanessa 3P is always really, really good. Yeah, like she takes the rising attack, she just uppercuts to interrupt it. It's a fine play, and then she wants to maximize it, right? So the measure of Vanessa's 3P is what do you do after it, and do you get good damage off of that? So you counter hit them and you take advantage of the fact that they didn't expect you to do that. So usually throw is the first strong answer after Vanessa's 3P uppercut, and then after that it's 3P uppercut into like a combo, or into more pressure. Pressure is fantastic. So applying pressure after the 3P uppercut, really, really good. But throwing is actually an excellent one because a lot of people will not be ready to escape that throw. I probably am, but a lot of people are not ready for that. And for me, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to escape throw.
Ready, go!
I wish that had hit. I like that. That was beautiful. Of course it's pie. So again, Genesis is using this round to watch and read. I like Genesis reading. Okay, she's got an advantage after that. It's one. I went with two. Really, really fun though.
Round three. Ready, go!
So good. I'm dead eating 3PP, 3P6P.
Excellent.
Very good. The single jab is the answer here.
Round four. Ready, go!
Can't crouch dash this. Oh, so good. Yeah, punish the fuzzy guard. So I love Genesis has completely got me on lock, and I like it because it is definitely going to help me improve how to fight this, and it's a lot of fun. It's fun trying to challenge this. Pi can disrupt everything, but not just that. It's just making good choices and defending, and also knowing I don't actually get much if they don't attack. Like, that's the fact about Leon. Leon's damage is very conditional. And I've always said that. I've always said, like, I want you to attack. And that's why, like, not attacking can be very strong. If you know exactly what to do and you know what your targets are, that's a really strong approach to Leon because he wants to counter hit you, he wants to evade punish you, he wants to whiff punish you. And even his whiff punish is not that good, right? His whiff punish can be good, but he's kind of like, it requires setup. It's not the same as like Jackie's beat knuckle, that's whiff punish, right? Lao has set up whiff punish, but it's like ridiculously strong. When Leon sets up whiff punish, 4-4K is the best one, but generally it's a lot less than that. thought I escaped it. I skipped the wrong one, I guess.
Knockout.
Okay, good. Yeah, condition Leon with mids.
Round 3. Ready, go!
To it.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
That's so good. So fun. That sucks. Good one. I like the hop kick. I like this hop kick a lot, actually. There's a really good option there because it covers a lot of stuff. It actually covers a lot of proactive stuff, and it's a strong keep away in this situation. That was a really good game, Volcano Shed. It's an awesome game. I really love the way Volcano Shed's playing this. So good. So good. So much fun, too. And yeah, I use hop kick that way a lot of times, too, because it's a strong keep away against somebody that's trying to find a way in, especially after a space out. So it's good stuff. Now, there are weaknesses to it, but it's hard. It's hard to actually exploit the hop kick in that situation. So yeah. So that was really, really fun. So much fun, actually. And I like it because I want to get used to these situations against Jeffrey. I think I'm interacting well, but I think there's some tweaks I can make that'll be interesting. It's really fun.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
That's the Leon magic we've talked about. That sucks. Good stagger break.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout.
Nice, nice. I went for the throw and that was risky for me, so I ate the lesson this time.
Ready, go!
I like that one. That one was really cool.
Knockout.
All right. Those were intense fights, Jamie Lee. This is a really intense fight. Man, really good stagger break on that first round. Really good stagger break on that first round. The things that I was able to get through was I was able to crush some highs, right? That changed. I think that was like the second round where I crushed quite a few highs. That was it. That's the downside to highs, right? Your opponent mashing in like low punch or crouch dash is just really strong against it, and so I was able to find a way in on the fight underneath a few key highs, but the highs weren't really bad. Like if I did a standing attack, I would have been rocked. I would have been rocked if I did a standing attack. Fortunately, I crouch dash or I low punched, right? And so, yeah, it's good stuff. I can duck under certain mids with certain low profile. There's not that many. However, okay, the thing is that Leon's uppercut is a cheese move. Like, it's always been since VF2. So this is actually the most fair version of the uppercut, but that and Nelly can tell you all about it. The uppercut, like it's not an online thing, right? It's always had this property where it can really cheese out situations. That's actually why like Leon doing like low punch, getting in like blocked and doing uppercuts actually a thing, right? And that's why I do it. I don't do it because it's stupid. I do it because it's actually pretty good. Like Leon can win situations with it. All right, Diva, hell yeah, keep this up. Yeah, that 9K is always gonna, like, I'm always gonna lose rounds to this 9K. It's really strong. It also covers a lot of options too. It's good. Keep it up. Like here, I just ducked. Just me like tapping down, like ate this one because of that timing, right? And that's what's really good about this. And now I'm playing like I'm tilted. So let's see if we can manage to tilt and turn this around. But Diva has got this, probably gonna win this. Well, let's see if I can turn it around. Really good. Always good on the evade 4-6P. See, that's the situation I told you about Jamie Lee. Awesome, back throw. It's like nowadays it's a back throw. Oh, that was such a good meaty. I haven't seen this. Okay, so after this, yeah, offensive move into this being the meaty. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so he does the throw, he does the down punch, and then offensive move into this seems to like time well against the side roll into kick. That was really cool. Good game, Diva. Good game. But yeah, okay. So, I don't remember seeing that one. That's really cool. Yeah, so Leon's 2K ignores EX high, right? So it's not so much that the Leon's 2K goes under, now Shun's 2K goes under mids, but Leon's 2K doesn't low profile, it just ignores EX high. So if you're trying to EX high against like Leon, he can 2K that. And then and if he recovery hits with 2K, guarantees 2KK. So yeah. So Harpooner taught you the stagger break, hell yeah. But yeah, so, but I think in the fight with Jamie Lee, I don't think I ducked under the mids unless I did like peekaboo. That's like the only thing Leon really has that does that. But Leon does have, again, his uppercut cheating against like all kinds of attacks. And we saw it in the Akira match against Diva. We saw that the uppercut would go under stuff, like would phase through, like one of Akira's attack. And it's because it's a hurt box move. It's what it does is that, you know, ever since VF2, Leon switches stance, moves forward deep in, and does this uppercut. And it just has weird properties like that. It's your classic hurt box type of move that is not common in VF, but is common in a lot of other games. But Leon has had that since VF2. And again, Final Showdown and Revo World Stage, these three games is the most fair version of that uppercut. It used to cheese way more in previous VF games. Yeah. The other thing that 2K has for it, Leon's 2K, is that it's half circular. And that half circular is huge. If the opponent evades to Leon's front and he does this, he gets a lot from that. Very good. This is it. Interesting. What happened here? Let me see what happened here. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. I was wondering what happened there. I like this tempo fight. I'm gonna lose this tempo fight, but that was good. That was an awesome round ender. That was an awesome round ender. I love this so much.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
So good. There you go. Just wait for it. Guaranteed right here too. You can't tech this. So boom, boom. Yeah, 6P plus KP is really risky against Calamity. It is a mix-up. You got to mix up whether you wake a tech or not. But it's a very scary one he usually would prefer to hit you with the full palm. So his dim mock Oki is very strong, and Calamity has that timing down. So good. Good game, Calamity. So much fun always. That was a really fun battle. I like that you did go for the 4P plus KP plus K for the punish for going for the wall run, and so really fun. This is a lot of fun.
Alright, congratulations to DFX Calamity for getting first place.
That was awesome.
Sorry. Screenshot. One more. Oh, that's it.
Those were awesome battles, everyone. Really awesome battles in that league. So good stuff, everyone. Thank you so much for the battles. You guys are playing. Everyone's playing so great. Lots and lots of fun. All right, I guess Calamity and I spar. Let's see. Yeah. They probably jump into another room. There's a tournament today, right?
I don't think there's a tournament. May 10th, tomorrow, Haya is hosting his Chura Cup, online Chura Cup, tomorrow.
Okay.
And then next week should be a Virtual Fire Takeover.
Right. And actually, while we were doing this, there was Ohio had their event, right?
Oh yeah, the Cleveland, there's an event in Cleveland, I believe that's the team. Oh, wow. I think it started streaming 2 hours ago. I had to check the results. But I used to live in Cleveland, so it's nice to see Virtual Fire actually being played at Cleveland.
Yeah, really happy about that. Did also remind me that there was someone I met at Portland Retro Game Expo who was also like just enthusiastic about VF and was from, I think, from Cleveland. Oh my gosh, I love this new tech. Yeah, look at that ring out combo. And like Lao's P plus K is insane in this game. If he just hits you on the side with that thing, you get crumpled. It's so nasty.
Alright, chances first got triple three third place finishes today.
Oh, is it third place all the time? He's playing really well though. I think he's playing in a very studying way.
That's very good.
He's dominated me today with just being patient and not feeding. As I said, like Leon has conditional damage. He wants people to attack, and so like if you just be accurate about when you attack versus not, it's really strong against Leon. There you go. I wanted to see if this cheese would work or not. Good game, Clanny. Always good games.
Alright. Couple of those entities, I need to figure out why I thought I got this fixed with my stream deck where the audio would not pick up other audios from other sources, but it's not. So, guys, check that out. And on another note, I need to have better handwriting. But I definitely found that it's much faster if I just handwrite instead of typing. You're fast at typing. My typing is slow. So, alright. Go. So anything that we should mention or talk about? Let's actually see if Sente did he post the links to the bracket for events.
What was that you just said? Oh.
I was just checking if Sente posted a bracket for the Jesse Lawfare's posting. Just mentioned him earlier. Let's see.
Round 2. Ready, go!
The grand finals at the comparator. Okay. Oh, I think it's already over with. It's been 2 hours. And Virtual Fire matches didn't take that long.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Yes. Looks like New York area Diane O will be hosting a Virtual Fire tournament on the 30th, May 30th for those who live in
Ready, go!
is this the New York area? Next level. Yeah, Diane O is from New York, right? TSP monthly. Yeah, New York City. So May 30th, there's a tournament with Virtual Fire there. So if you're from the New York City area, you can check that out. I think there's also a Tokai Bay Area Cup on the Sunday, so it should be Saturday evening for us who live in North America.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Yeah, so I think that's it. Chansha, you think you plan to stream still longer? If so, I'll just wait you. If not, I'll go find someone else to raid.
I would say I'm probably gonna go do lunch, so go ahead and find another. Let's support other VFers. As much as I love the raids. So yeah.
I think
Round 2.
you see there's decent stores for Triosos. Let me go wait higher since he's gonna have an event coming up tomorrow. So the people could go promote the events. So this is an online tournament that Haya's hosting on Choco Cup online. What's the Haya Cup? I forgot if he changed it.
We can call it Haya Cup until we know for sure. And
Knockout.
it's less ambiguous too.
We have Hayato,
Round 3.
aka iFix Machine.
Go!
Let me make sure I just spelled that correctly.
So Strave, I don't think it's -10 on hit, but Lao's guard break. It's funny because technically, objectively, Lao's guard break is better than Akira. So why does everybody fear Akira's guard break? Because Akira really makes you scared to like on attack and defend. Like he really presses you into attacking or defending, and the attack feels like a bad idea a lot of time. So then you feel like guarding is like what you got to do against Akira, and against Akira, sidestepping feels a bit rough if he's mixing his tempo. And so because of that, this is why Akira's guard break pisses people off, because when you fight against Akira, you feel so much pressure to guard. When you fight against Lao, you actually like I feel comfortable sidestepping Lao, even though he's got a very good half circular game. But against Akira, his super dashing elbow makes me afraid to sidestep. Like, it's really annoying. It's like, it's a linear attack. Everyone's like, yeah, it's a linear attack. It's like, yes, it is, but even the Akira player doesn't know if he's going to delay it or not. You know?
It's because of dash emotion. I feel like dash emotion is hard to time your evades well, at least for me.
Yeah, so like you'll start seeing if when you fight against Akira players that use super dashing elbow like a lot, you'll find that sidestepping becomes really hard to, at least for me, and it's really scary because the consequences is getting crumpled or knocked into Okizeme, so it's really powerful, and that's why. To me, the Akira guard break is scary, even though objectively it's actually worse guard break than Lao, the normal 6PKG. I mean, Lao's guard break is kind of like the classic what Akira used to have, but Lao's guard break's awesome. Calamity is very good about just using it precisely when he thinks it's the right time to use it. So that's why I'm saying it's going to be hard to try to work around Calamity's guard break, because he's really going to just try to aim it for very particular spots, though that can be read too. But because sidestepping might be a decent game against Calamity, that's why that's why the guard break is less scary, but also why I think he targets specific spots to do it. Akira player, he's pressuring you so hard, and he's making sidestep feel not as good. That Akira, then you know, guard break just like is more nasty because it has a higher chance at working against me, and against a lot of players in general. So it's funny how that works, but that is the strategic aspects of the game.
Going back to the other stream now, so till next time, guys.
Alright, till next time, Akai. Thanks so much. It takes a while. The hard part about learning how to get good with sidesteps is you should start out small. So you should start with low punch, PK, really fast options first, and even throw. But like, it's hard because a lot of people like to mash after they get the evade, because they don't always get the evade. So then they kind of have this feeling. So it takes a bit to get used to, but you do want to start small and then work your way up towards better options. That said, for a lot of characters, if you can master where to use sidekick, it's so powerful as a starting tool. So like evade, and you saw that you evade something big and you use sidekick, can be very powerful for some characters. Not the best, but you know. I like this delay. So I like that now Calamity is not always buffering after this move too. So this was a beautiful delay because he knew I was going to try to sidestep the thing he does. Because the thing about Lao doing the 6xp plus K, he's pressed to do stuff. Now that said, my preferred way to deal with people sidestepping is to crouch backdash, is to crouch dash into the opponent and then do options there. But it's the options are not always the best. So what Calamity did is a higher yield. Would be to just, you know, move into a throw. It is risky, but it's pretty good. So yeah. Let's see here.
Round one. Ready, go!
Okay, as you're standing up, you mean like waking up, does 3-3 still do anything against a perfectly timed attack, or is it sidestep your only option? When you wake up, it depends, like, generally speaking. Okay, so let's first talk about what happens when you wake up in general. Like, let's start with Ukemi. When you do Ukemi, if you do tech roll up or down, you're waking up in a crouching state, but there's this thing, for any Ukemi, there's a thing called meaty window. It's 3 frames. The first 3 frames you are vulnerable when you tech roll in place or up or down. Is for 3 frames you cannot attack. You cannot sidestep. All you can do is either you can do high guard or crouch guard, stand or crouch. That's all you can really do. If it's an attack, you know, it will check if you want to crouch or not. So you get instant crouch against attacks. So you can crouch guard just fine, and you can stand guard just fine. Now after that meaty window, now you can sidestep. Now you can attack. Now you can do other stuff. So if your opponent is late on their meaty, you could sidestep it, you could crush it maybe, you know, as examples. If your opponent is early, they will whiff. So ideally, they want their meaty time, they want their meaty attack to connect in those 3 frames. Now, what about low throw Okizeme and what about low throw Okizeme? What about that? Low throw Okizeme is actually targeting people that like to tech roll up or down and like to guard. Why? Because technically when you tech roll up or down, you wake up in a crouch state. When you tech roll in place, you wake up in a standing state. And the throw cannot connect in the meaty window, but the very first frame after the meaty window, it can connect. And you're going to be crouching for that 1 frame. So a low throw meaty, like low throw Okizeme, will, if you tech roll up or down and you hold guard, even though standing, you will still eat that low throw. Now, how do you beat the low throw Okizeme? You could attack, because again, it cannot throw. You cannot be thrown during that meaty window. But then the first frame that you're vulnerable, that you're out of the meaty window, your character starts attacking, so it beats throw. Low throw Okizeme also loses to tech roll in place because you're standing, not crouching, during that first frame of vulnerability throws. So tech roll in place, but yeah, any kind of mashing will work against it. But if you tech roll up or down and you try to defend, you will lose to low throw Okizeme. So yeah, that meaty window is important. Now the question was actually again about, yeah. But yeah, as you're standing up, does 3-3 still do anything? So 3-3 doesn't exactly do anything if they apply Nitaku against you. Understand that when you wake up manually or tech roll or whatever, and there's no rising attack involved, right? You're pretty much you're at the whims of their mix-up situation. So you need to defend correctly, or if they're late, you can crush it, you know? But the crouch dash is not going to save you, because like in Nitaku, if they did a throw, you're probably not going to duck the throw if their timing was good on the throw. So crouch dash in that situation, not so much, but you know, besides that, it's fine. If they block your rising attack, crouch dash will not help you if they did immediate throw, but it would help you if they did a high attack, and it would help you if they did a delay throw. So if they did a delay throw, you'll fuzzy guard it. But if they did an immediate throw after blocking your rising attack, then immediate throw will beat crouch dash. Alright. I like that. That should ring out. Nope. I like the kick cancel. Kick cancel is a really good one here. Alright, let's see how we do this. Should ring out, yeah.
Round 4. Ready, go!
I like that too. I really like how that plays. I forgot I didn't do the 9K plus G.
Round 5. Ready, go!
So good. Good game. Oh my god. So, good game, good game. And way to just press attack here. This is what you really gotta do. You gotta press attack there. It's a win. It's a strong win situation. And it's unlikely I could turn it around, so. Very awesome game, Calamity. Okay, so right, so Two Scoops says right. So to clarify, if you don't side roll, you wake up standing, yes. So you can still 3-3G to get under a throw, assuming, I wouldn't do it there. When you wake up, I mean, you could, but the thing is they can time their throw. It takes, okay, when you 3-3, let's put it this way. When you do 3-3, it takes 5 frames to crouch. It takes 6 frames to crouch. 5 frames. It takes 5 frames to reach a crouch state under a throw. It only takes 1 frame to crouch under an attack because the attack actually triggers an automatic crouch if you hold down. But when it comes to throws, it doesn't do that. So throws, so to duck a throw, you need a 5 frame window. You need a 5 frame runway to do that. This is why at like -5, they're doing their throw. So their throw is going to be 5 frames after you recover. This is why at -5 you can crouch dash under a throw. But -6 you cannot crouch dash under a throw. Okay, so let's talk about when you wake up. You wake up and they did the throw right away. Or they did the throw so that it would connect the first frame after the media window. Well, that's 5 whole frames that was impossible for you to crouch under. Now, if you tech roll sideways, okay, so if you, to flip that, if you tech roll up or down and you hold down and guard, I think you will duck under the throw because you're already crouching. But if you had teched in place and then tried to crouch dash there, no, because you're standing and then you got to manually crouch under the throw because throw does not trigger auto crouch the way that attack does. Attack triggers auto crouch. Right, like if I'm holding down, if I'm like -9 after they blocked me, and I hold down and guard, but they do a high attack, I will instantly crouch under that high attack, right? I could be like -15, and they have a 16 frame high attack. I would still duck under it just by holding down and guard, and so. That's because attacks cause an auto check in the game and go, oh, you wanted to crouch guard this. But when it comes to fuzzy guard, when it comes to throw, that auto crouching, that like instant crouch does not happen. And that's why we need 5 frames. If we're standing, we need 5 frames to go from standing to crouching to get under a throw. So, but if you did, yeah, okay. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that does clear it up. I know that can be confusing. But I think because of your field, I think it makes sense to you. I think it makes sense as an engineer why the VF system would design it this way. You know, I think it makes sense as an engineer why VF would design it this way. So maybe not as an artist, but as an engineer, I think it makes sense. So, you know.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
There is a funny thing you can do. I'll tell you after your fight.
Ready, go!
So, you could be wondering, why is low throw not used more in Virtua Fighter? Because when you start thinking about this throw logic and crouching under throw, then you start wondering about low throw, right? And you're wondering what's the deal with low throw? So here's the thing. There's a lot of ways to instantly stand up in Virtua Fighter. If you do a forward dash, it will instantly stand you up. If you're like, let's say you're in a crouch position, forward dash, back dash will instantly stand you up. Throw will instantly stand you up. Sidestep will instantly stand you up. And so actually when you tech roll up or down and then they try to low throw, I think you can actually evade. Technically, you could evade, and then you can also dash, and those would beat it too. It's just the fact of just simply standing and guarding is the weakness. Yeah, so because of that, it's because of the way that sidestep is designed and forward dash, back dash is designed that they instantly hit those states. Like, it just overrides the state, right? It's just like instant stand. So like sidestepping will do that. And so because of that, like, low throw is one of those, it's really powerful in this game, and it's intentionally powerful because it's weak in application. Why is it weak in application? Sorry, Calamity, that I'm not giving all my focus in this fight, but I do want to explain this to Two Scoops because I think it's important, and I'm having fun. This is also working a certain part of my brain too. So this is also talking about working on your gears. And so the thing is that low throw loses to throw, low throw loses to attack, low throw loses to sidestep, low throw loses to forward dash, low throw loses to back dash, right? And so because of all this, this is why low throw generally is not good, but it's really powerful in this game because when there are 3 situations where low throw is amazing, right? That was fun. That was really fun. Yes! Because you get cancelled. Because you get cancelled. So... Alright. That stagger break was sick, Calamity. Yes, that was a really sick... I wish that hopping could, but there's no time to hop. So this meaty is perfect. It's not a perfect meaty. It actually hit me on the way up, but it still crumples on AK. I wish AK could deflect it, cause it to fall. Good game. That's such a fun game. Okay, so here are the 3 situations where you should use low throw if you have a low throw character. Number 1, when it's guaranteed. So strong, they have to guess. And if they guess for any long period of time, they stay crouching. So they want to guess and then get off of that situation fast. 2, when you know for sure, when your read is so strong that they're going to fuzzy guard. That is number 2. 3, low throw Okizeme, and you're very sure they're going to try to defend. You're very sure they're going to tech roll up or down into a defend. Those 3 are the situations where low throw is really powerful. It's guaranteed by thousands of miles when it's guaranteed. When you are certain they're going to fuzzy guard. And then 3, when low throw Okizeme, which is much less important than the other 2, but it can get you a huge reward when you do it at the right times. Yeah.
Round 3. Ready, go!
So Two Scoop says, where I often see low throw used is often after a hit or counter hit that makes the opponent crouch. Well, not just that. So here, remember number 1, when it's guaranteed. In Final Showdown, Aoi's chop did not guarantee low throw. Jeffrey's chop does not guarantee. Jeffrey's down hitting you down into crouch does not guarantee low throw. In Revo, Aoi's chop on counter hit guarantees low throw. That's why you see it now. And now the opponent has to guess out of 3 directions, and if they don't guess correctly, they're going to eat like a good combo. So low throw is really powerful there. In Final Showdown, Aoi had to do hopping into chop and that one, both Aoi and Wolf, if they hop and chop you and force you crouch, it is guaranteed low throw. It's very powerful. It's a strong way to beat low attacks. Now Aoi has better ways to do that now, but that was kind of one powerful way to punish low attacks for Aoi in Final Showdown. So yeah. So it's not just crouch, it's forcing the crouch into -10 or worse. So it's guaranteed low throw. Not just force crouch, guaranteed low throw. A lot of people, when they try to do it when it's not guaranteed, will lose because it's so easy to accidentally beat low throw. It's like, oh, I just wanted to sidestep, happened to beat low throw. I chose to throw, happened to beat low throw. I chose to dash, happened to beat low throw. I attacked, happened to beat low throw. And then, yes, I could low throw skill. So yeah, low throw has a very low success rate when it's not guaranteed. But it does have setups and reads where it's really strong.
Round 3. Ready, go!
And when you think they're going to fuzzy guard, that can also be retranslated as when you think they're going to ECT, you could delay low throw. I wouldn't do that. I would do other stuff, but you could do that. But I think if you think they're going to ECD, I think throw is better. I think half circular is better. I think circular is better. But you could do those. All right, here we go, Calamity. Sorry that this morning I am not. I wish I was giving you better fights, but I think I'm giving you hard fights enough, but not enough, but I think I'm giving you hard fights. Let's see if I can give you a harder fight. See if I can do this. Yeah, well, Oki is a good guard. I mean, guard break's good on Okizeme. It's really it's super powerful. Mid-low, powerful on Okizeme. Any type of force guessing. Okizeme in this game is the one situation that feels like heat. So Tekken's heat engage, the one thing that's like that, it's really Okizeme. But it requires skill. That's what's beautiful about it. It requires skill to set it up.
Round 2. Ready, go!
That's the evade punish we're talking about. He did P for PK, and this is the half circular game. Lao has a good half circular game, and then he also checked to see if I was gonna tech or not. So really good here, really good.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Almost.
Ring out.
Thank you very much for the follow, Chuni. Chuni458, thank you so much. Hope you're doing really well.
Ready, go!
Yep. I like this. 4 people's case, so awesome. I love this move.
Round 5. Ready, go!
See, this is forward dash evade, right? I got away with it. So I'm glad I was able to turn this around. But I definitely had to ring out to do it. So much fun stuff, Calamity. I like that we're playing with a lot of these options. All right, Diva, here we go. I always love fighting Calamities so much. I like fighting Calamities so much. Alright, Diva, let's see if I can get revenge. Diva beat me up really good, by the way, in the last league, so.
Round one. Ready, go! Excellent.
Good. Yep, throw is too desperate. I don't have the health. I have to like wait till it's set. So right now I am doing a lot of these risky plays.
Ready, go!
Good. You won't fall for that. Yep. So Diva is like kicking my ass pretty good.
Round three.
And I think even if I escape that, it sucks.
Go!
Yes, use those dashing elbows.
Knockout. Round four. Ready, go!
Leon's the spinning punches are EXI.
Knockout. Round five. Ready, go! Ring out.
Alright. Whew. Good battle. Good battle, Diva.
What a knucklehead.
Wow, I was able to turn that around too.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout.
I understand, Diva.
Round two. Ready, go!
Nice. Nice. You got it there.
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
Very good. I like the hop away and the 4K plus G. Very good.
Round 4. Ready, go! Round 5. Ready, go!
Alright, very good game. Very good game. I sidestep on minus, which was bad, but still, very good game. Or I sidestep on plus, is what I meant. I was +1. I sidestep. Good game.
Round 1.
Very much a Saturday morning for me, but it's pretty good. I'm having a great time with all of you. So thank you all so much. This has been a lot of fun. I will go to eat lunch soon though, because I need to eat something. But I do want to play a little bit more. I think everyone's playing great today. So great.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Oh. Yep. Now this is actually -13, I think. But yeah. Throw punish if you're not sure. And throw was going to be lethal, so it was definitely worth going for throw. Because I think the actual punish was not lethal. Because Lao's punish at 13 is PK. And so it is guessing game, but you might as well go for throw. Because there's no, like, the risk is just that they escape the throw. So I think that was a very smart way to do that situation for Calamity. DMV Blondie. It does remind me of last night at Virtual Fridays. They were playing the Coachella house DJ, different types of EDM DJs from Coachella last night on the screen. So it was kind of fun listening to that while playing VF and playing a little bit of Dead or Alive.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I like these tempo plays by Calamity also. I like the way that they're setting up the 4P plus K off of the small pluses. So, It does mean sometimes mash low punch against Lao to keep him in check, but that's easier said than done. And Calamity has ways of making you, like, punishing you if that's the route you're gonna go.
Round 3. Ready, go!
That was beautiful. I always love the side turn 3 K plus G, P plus K. Oof. Oh, that was really good. That was a really, really good conversion, and I like that. I also like the way Diva played some of that too. So Diva, you're playing well. You're playing really well. Keep it up. Let's see. I know you want to play better. We all do. But you are playing well. Alright. Oh boy, there's no walls in this one.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Good. Oh, wrong one. I confused him. he's like at the punch party or the punch sabaki.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Yep, that was a good punch. I don't know if that's guaranteed or not. Very good.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Oh, I was hoping for a double evade, but he went with the side kick. Sorry, my friend. So, let's see.
Round 4.
It's a bathhouse etiquette.
Go!
Yep, here we go again. We are going full commitment, full force VF for both of us.
I thought I'm better.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3.
Alright, good game.
I thought I'm better.
Round one. Ready, go!
Yeah, this one will beat even high circular punches. This will sabaki any high single arm attack.
Round two.
So,
Ready, go!
I like the 9K. Cure Fury.
Knockout.
It's a big gamble. Hard to read this rising attack for me. I need to master the sidestepping.
Round
To
three.
stare at Akira's head.
Ready, go! Knockout. Round four. Ready, go!
Nice. Whew. That was an intense final round. Intense round, Diva.
See? I thought I'm better.
Pressure that Akira gives. Firebird, welcome back. Welcome back to the room, Firebird. This might be the last one. Calamity might be knocking me off my stream here. Let's see. Almost. I had an idea here. Actually, I did want to do 8K. I didn't, but I should have. But it would have been so cool.
Round two. Ready, go!
Slash your ankles.
Round three. Ready, go!
That's so cool. I love this combo. Holy crap. This is so much fun. This is really, really fun.
Round four. Ready, go!
Dead. Whew. I live for another game. Live for one more game at least. Good game, Calamity. That was intense. Always intense. Phew. But those Windows games are... Alright, hey, thank you for the games, Calamity. You have a good one. You have a really good one. Nice. Nice Sabaki punch. I like the Sabaki. I like the Sabaki very, very much.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I see. Keep this up.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
Oh, very good game. Very good game. That was a really intense game, Firebreak. Keep that up. That was good.
See? I thought I'm better.
Alright, Diva, here we go. My stomach's starting to rumble, but I'm gonna keep fighting if I can.
Ready, go! Excellent! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
Nice.
Knockout!
That was intense. Keep it up, Diva.
What a knucklehead.
Trying to elevate my sharpness for you, for both of you.
see how sharp I can get it here.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout!
The two-handed attack beats the Tenchi.
Round four. Ready, go! Ring out!
Good game. Yeah, if Leon does not complete the combo, you watch out for possible charge attack. That's for a lot of characters too. If whenever people do intentional unfinished combos, now the hardest ones are Lei Fei, because Lei Fei can hit you like low punch on the way down to just right before you hit the ground and set up his charging dart punch. That thing is very like frustrating because it's hard to react to that. So like right on your way down to the ground, he does that.
Ready, go!
Awesome.
Knockout!
Okay, let's do this.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout!
This thing beats high punches, so including standing palm.
Round three. Ready, go!
So that was good. That was awesome. Keeps us up, Diva.
Ready, go! Knockout!
Good game. That was awesome, Diva. You did awesome. Good game. That was so much fun. Alright, I'm gonna have lunch finally now, but that was a blast. You guys have good battles. It was a lot of fun. And awesome playing. Keep it up. Keep it up, and thank you so much. I enjoyed all of that, so. Let's see here.
Round one. Ready, go!
Alright, we're probably gonna raid Haya.
Knockout.
Very high chance of that. The Soy Akai is also running the Defensoros. Defensoros Virtuoso is always really good, but let's raid Haya. I don't get to raid Haya very often. And Haya's, I guess both of them just went online. So here we go. Alright, also got Obvious Creed, and also got Jamie Lee Curtis is fighting it out right now. Excellent. So I'll start the league right now. Thank you all so much. I had a great time.
Ready, go!
And yeah, everyone feel free to join Haya's league battle. And it's always a fun time with Haya, so. Alright, have a good one. Thank you so much. You guys take care, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Cheers.
Ring out.